Alrighty, fellow travelers, welcome back to the Adventures of a Traveling Don. My name is Benjamin O, and today I'm going to be continuing the Austin area food tour series here in the old historic town of Georgetown. So a quick history lesson before we get into the food. Georgetown is basically the most northern area of what I consider the Austin area. Technically, it is a different county. It's in Williamson County. Austin is in Travis County. Now, there would be a point in time in history where Georgetown I would consider separate, but since basically the expansion of Austin and this entire area, this is where when I'm coming back down from Dallas, this is when I hit Georgetown, I'm like, okay, I'm starting to hit the Austin area because it's town after town that are all connected all the way down through to South Austin. This area is blowing up. So I do consider this as part of the Austin area nowadays because a lot of people, including myself, work down in Austin and live up here in Georgetown. Now, the history of Georgetown itself goes back to 1848. It's almost as old as Austin itself. And this courthouse, this old courthouse behind me, I believe was completed in 1911. The cool thing about the historical downtown part of Georgetown, and you'll see this in a few other towns as well around Texas, is it still has that kind of like Western feel to it, like the old style Western. I think they've gotten rid of the saloon doors in a lot of them, but you can feel almost like a cowboy like kick open a saloon door and just be like, yeah, I'm in the old Wild West. But anyway, that kind of structure is still there. And we're going to be exploring a few of those historical buildings while we, of course, eat and drink our way through Georgetown. So for the first spot for breakfast here in Georgetown, we are coming to basically an institution of Georgetown. This is called the Monument Cafe. It was established in 1995, and it has been part of this town since then in a big way, mainly just because it is always packed, it is always crowded here. It even has like national attention just because I believe it was season 3. This is the place that, one of the places that Guy Fieri came when he did Triple D. This is probably like back in like 2007, 2008 or something like that. But yeah, he came here with Matthew McConaughey. This is one of McConaughey's favorite places apparently when he's in the area. But they're known for a lot of things. For lunchtime, fried chicken. It's probably my mom's favorite dish when she's home here. I think Miga's was on the particular episode. However, for me, I'm a little bit of a simpler, sweeter kind of guy. And that is because I absolutely love their cinnamon rolls. Their cinnamon rolls are just absolutely amazing. They're like these small 4 ones that are in like a little circular container, and they're so good, so gooey. Oh yeah. One of my favorite things when I'm home is to come here, have whatever I'm having for breakfast. Today, this is delicious steel-cut Irish oatmeal. And they give you like a setup with that, but really the cinnamon roll is what I always come here for. So if you're looking for a beautiful sweet cinnamon roll, this is your place to come. Okay, so after you've had your cinnamon roll at Monument Cafe and you want a little pick-me-up before you kind of delve into lunch and maybe walking around town doing some shopping, you definitely want to get some coffee in you. So there's several different coffee joints around this whole downtown district of Old Georgetown. However, Lamppost Coffee is probably my personal favorite. They're absolutely fantastic. They've got a nice little like 3 different rooms set up where you can kind of sit down, get some work done if you need to do that. But it's just a quaint little local coffee shop in that old kind of like red brick building behind me, and it's right next to the other red brick building which has Kork wine bar as well, which is a great wine bar. But yeah, no, this place is a great place to just come get a nice little hot cup of coffee, little cup of joe, just sit back and relax. They actually also have an outdoor area out here which I'm sitting at, which is very peaceful right now because the weather is very nice. So anyway, cheers to you guys on the coffee, and we'll continue on with the tour. looking for a place for lunch after your coffee and walking around town a little bit, a great place to come here is the Tejas meat supply store. You might think of it as just purely a butcher, and they do have actually a butcher shop that they basically carve up all the beef here on site. However, they also do have an extensive bar and restaurant as well. So you basically go up to the counter and order, and then they'll generally drop off. You'll get your drinks and appetizers up there, and then they'll drop off the food to you here. And I am waiting for a brisket dip, so I'm super excited about that. But this place is really cool. It's very open. They got a lot of TVs and screens all over the place to watch the games. Great place to come and get a drink or a beer if you so choose. A little early in the day for me. I have got some wine tasting coming up soon, and they've actually got some nice artwork along the back wall as well, where they prep some of the food. It's actually a really cool spot. Okay, now my sandwich is here, and this looks awesome. So like I said, it is a Texas brisket beef dip, and it comes with this delicious looking beef au jus. It's got Texas smoked brisket in it. It's got Gouda as well as an agave horseradish cream. So we're gonna go ahead and take a little bite of that. Oh yeah. Oh, that's good. That brisket is tender and fine as heck. Oh, that's delicious. So if you're looking for a little bit of a break during your food tour of Georgetown, and you need to walk off a little bit of those early calories to make a room for the next round of calories, what I would do is come down Main Street going north until it basically ends and it hits the South Fork of the San Gabriel River, which is right behind me. Now, the park that I'm here at, you see behind me here with the falls, is called the Blue Hole Park. And it's a very kind of popular place for a lot of the locals, particularly during the summertime when it gets hot. Right now, it's still a little cool, but it's a great place to come and walk off those calories, walk the trails. The trails go from the south end of the main part of Georgetown all the way to the other side of the river. So you got, I think, like 10 plus miles worth of trails in total. But it's a great place to just come out, relax, listen to the water going. Sometimes people come out here and do a little bit of fishing, but it is a fantastic place. If you need a break from all the food, come down to Blue Hole Park and of course the South Fork of the San Gabriel River and just walk the trails for a little while. It's a great way to get some nature into the whole thing. So now that we've walked it off, now let's go back to Georgetown and put some more food in me. Time to put the calories back on, and a great way to start with that is this place called the Baked Bear. It's literally right next door to Tejas Meat Supply, and it is a craft ice cream and cookie shop where you can actually make your own, well, you don't personally make them, but you can craft your own ice cream cookie sandwich. They can do ice cream, they can do cookies. What you do is you pick your two different, both top and bottom cookies, and then you pick the ice cream that you want. You can even get some extra toppings on there, but they are these fat ice cream sandwiches that look just absolutely amazing. And it's like, I'm kind of scared to actually really bite into this because it's like, I feel like it's just gonna pop out the other end, but let's go ahead and dig in. Only got ice cream out of that one, but oh, that cookies and cream ice cream is really good. So I got chocolate chip cookie, the cookies and cream ice cream, cookie on cookie in the cookie. It's all about the cookie. Oh, this is really good. All right, so we've had the meats, we've had the sweets, we've had the coffee. Now it's time for a little bit of vino. And a great place to come for vino here is on 8th Street. It's a couple blocks off from the main square, and it's called Union Merchant. And it is, just like many places here in this historic part of downtown, it is in a building that used to be, I think it was the old blacksmith, and then it was an old auto repair shop during like the 40s and 50s for a time as well. It's actually really kind of cool because the beams above in the warehouse area still have like a bunch of writings on them from when they used to just use chalk and mark down whatever they were working on at the time. It's actually really kind of cool, but they've basically gutted it out and turned the inside into a mixture of like a handcrafts boutique with a wine bar, and of course they do sell charcuterie boards and all that kind of good stuff, including glasses of wine, but also bottles of wine too. So it's really cool. It's got like this nice kind of like backyard patio, which is really nice, particularly on a day like this. So you just sit out here, drink a glass of wine, and just enjoy the day. And it's a little quieter away from the main central square in Georgetown. Cheers. Nice South African blend. So by the way, a old friend of mine just showed up. Mr. Tom, welcome, brother. Welcome to Union Merchant. We're both drinking the Gamay on this second round. So cheers to you and cheers to you guys.
Cheers, thank you very much.
Yeah, Tom and I go way back to when I used to bartend at a wine bar down in Round Rock, and he and his partner were very, very big regulars there.
Good
Quite a good time. Good times there. So, but anyway, cheers to you guys, and on to the next place. Okay, so for the final spot, we're gonna stick with the wine thing, but however, this time we're adding food to it. And there's this place here in Georgetown called Kork Wine Bar. And Tom, is this the only one, or is there others?
This is the only Kork wine bar.
So
not
the
a chain.
only Kork Wine Bar. So it is a solo restaurant, and it's really good. I've been here a couple times before, and I think they opened, what, in 2019, 2020, something like that?
So 19, I believe, or just before.
Yeah, like right before the pandemic hit. And they have survived through it, which is really, really good. But we, of course, got ourselves this delicious looking charcuterie. I mean, it's just absolutely fantastic. You got 3 different types of meats, 2 different cheeses, a nice jam there as well. And of course, the Italian style olives, or the Greek olives, with, of course, little nuts as well. And a little side bread to start. So we're gonna go ahead and dig in. All right, let's try a little mortadella here real quick. Oh, that's really good. It's got a small kick to it, but that's actually really, really nice. And of course, I'm a cheesy kind of guy. I cannot pass up on the cheese. A little Spanish manchego, so. Oh yeah. I've been to Spain a couple times. Manchego is one of my favorite cheeses. So good. Okay, and so for the final food touch here at Kork Wine Bar, we got ourselves the margarita pizza, traditional Neapolitan style. It looks and smells so freaking good. Got that buffalo cheese with the basil on there. Let's dig into that. Oh, that sauce is killer. I mean, I've been to Italy. I've been to like the Naples region. Doesn't match up totally there, but that's actually a really, really good rendition of a Neapolitan style pizza. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, I am stuffed. How about you?
I'll bet you. Well, I definitely am now, and definitely stuffed and wine filled.
That is for sure. Alrighty, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me on this Austin Food Tour Georgetown edition. This town is my hometown, and it is a great, great place. The historical stuff here is amazing, but the food scene here is absolutely phenomenal, as you can attest to, and we can attest to, just by showing it to you today on this video. But anyway, Tom, thank you so much for joining me on this video, brother. It's good to finally see you again. It's been a long time. I keep moving around so much, and then when I'm out of town, or when I'm in town, a lot of times he and Juan are out of town, so it's like,
Yep.
yeah. But anyway, it's good to see you, brother.
You too. Cheers.
And we'll see you guys on the next adventure. If you like the video, make sure you give it that big ol' thumbs up, and of course subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you want to help support the channel, I do have a Buy Me a Coffee account at buymeacoffee.com/traveldon. Anyway guys, I will see you on the next adventure. Until then, peace out and have a great night.